Good morning, happy Monday. I'm going to give you a quick run around the farm today and show you what's going on. But the first thing I wanted to show you is this. This is wood chip. This is what the tree loppers turn big trees into. So they cut trees down and they turn it to wood chip. And in some cases you get this stuff for free. You can just reach out to your tree loppers and say, hey, you can dump a bunch of it on my place and you can get it for free. Where it's really good is if you add chickens to it, I mean you let chickens go over the top of it and scratch through it, they will make that rot down a lot faster than if you just sat it there, and it turns to awesome compost for soil, for your veggie gardens or for your paddocks or whatever. Here's one, this one's not just wood chip, but it's just a pile of, I've got veggie scraps in there and leaves and wood chip and that, and it's rotted down quite a bit. And if I dug through, if I had a shovel, there's quite a lot of moisture in that. And I just contain it in these mesh panels so it doesn't go everywhere, because otherwise the chickens, they will just spread it everywhere, which is awesome. But I actually want it to pile up. So that's one of the compost piles from wood chip. Giving you some tips here. Here are the happy chickens. These are all meant to be Australops, but I do have some other roosters I need to separate that they hatched out. I obviously got some eggs from a friend and they weren't all Australops. Look at you. That's alright. But the rest of them, these are pretty well Australops. There's a Plymouth Rock cross in there somewhere. But they're probably not quite breeding age, but they will be soon, so I'll take them out. So these are my Australop flock, and if you followed what I've been doing over the last probably year, this flock is just what I call my rock solid Australops. I just want a breed where I can have for myself, where they lay eggs, they got good fertility, they're a large breed, so they're dual purpose, so if I hatch out roosters I'm not worried, I can process them and eat them. So these are my Australops. They're in the E-Coop layer 60. There's our Energizer trolley. So because we move, we're always moving it. Here's our trolley. I've got our battery box there, solar panel, and the actual Energizer. And that's the earth stake. It's a slide hammer earth stake, so I can just move it around. So that's something we developed a few years ago. And they're in 50 meters of fence. So they've got plenty of grass. They've got all their nesting boxes, feeders, drinkers, it's all in there. So these chickens, this is an E-Coop grower. There's the feeder. There's the little drinkers down there. And I've got a bunch of chickens in here. I think they're 10 weeks old maybe. I've got it written down somewhere. They've got their water drinkers that are all hooked up, so I hook in one hose and it automatically fills all of them, and they've all got float valves, so they're shut off. The good thing about these drums, because they're see-through, I can see how much water's in it. As for predators, this wire here, that's electrified. So you can see if a predator comes and it wants to go under or over or try and dig, it's going to hit that wire that's pumping through a few volts, so it's going to connect it. Awesome. Here's the little man door where you get access into the chickens. There they are there. That's the E-Coop grower, a few chickens. This here is our new rabbit coop. It doesn't normally have a water drum on top. It'll come into focus soon. We're just we're getting a few other latches and catches and components for it, but this is it. It's got a slatted floor. It's got a little shelf up there that the rabbits love. So these are pastured rabbits that are actually on grass. A lot of rabbits commercially, they're in a cage suspended above the ground, so all the manure falls through, and they're not doing this. This is what I love to see. These are rabbits eating grass like they should. I'll open up the lid here. So open up here. So look at them all just chilling. So I've got a few up on this shelf. They can get up off the ground. There's a mower grass catcher. Look at that one just laying down, living the dream, like they're in the resort. They've got the water over there, which is in the shade, undercover, internal. I wanted to create that so it's not sitting on the outside getting hot in summer. They've got a big feeder there, which we just fill up from the top. And they just live the dream. Look at them. Slatted floor, so they can access the grass. But the slats are still close enough where they're not going to be able to dig out in case we have a digger. But they got heaps of room, heaps of grass, and we can just slide this forward a full length and they get fresh grass. There'll be more videos and photos coming soon when we get the rest of the components. So we're not using this. I don't like that. That's inefficiencies. But that's so the lid doesn't blow up. But we've got some cool things where the lid will stay closed. In here is a free-range rabbit colony. They're all hiding at the moment. This is an earth stake. That's a slide hammer. And we've got a star post bit on top. So we can just put our energizer on top. If you're interested in us bringing this out as a product, send me a message. It's a slide hammer earth stake energizer holder. How's that for a name? So there's rabbits in there. See how the water's on the outside? That's great in winter, but in the hot summer that's going to get hot. So they've got 10 litres of water, and here the rabbits have places to hide. So you'll see, here we go. Look at that, see? See, so they're in there. They're also under this little cover thing. And the rabbits just can run around and chew on the grass. This fence is electrified, so it keeps the rabbits in and it keeps all the predators out. There's another little coop with a slatted floor. Here's our male. His name's Larry. G'day, Larry. He's pretty happy. So he's got lots of grass to chew on. He can come up for a pat. Hey buddy. I've got another male in that coop. So these are chicken coops that we put different floors in. We've been trialling. I've got some males in there which are growing out. I've got a female in here with a few bubbies. Let's have a look at the babies. Here we are. They've opened their eyes now, so a few are out there outside and the others are having a little sleep, as you do. All of them just in there all laying on top of each other sleeping. And already, see that little rabbit near mum? It's eating grass. That's what I love to see. Livestock eating grass. Awesome. That's about the update that I can give you this morning on the farm. Rabbits and chickens. And the thing, because we love efficiency, like I've run around, I've even moved an e-coop. It's probably taken me 9 minutes this morning, and I've got various rabbit coops and cages and hutches, but most of them, the water I'll only do once a week because I don't need to do it any more often because I've got large capacity. The feeders, again, sometimes I just top them up daily, but sometimes it's only every 4 or 5 days. So I want regenerative agriculture linked with automation and efficiency, so it's not taking me 8 hours a day just to feed my animals and move them. So I'll have more videos coming to you soon.